What's up, party people? Don't let these records fool you. We've been working very hard to get these two teams to play good. I think the Rams are cursed. I think I might have to do something with Matthew Stafford's age. But, we're going to try to put them in an offense that gets them going here. And the Panthers, trying to get them going too. So let's go over the changes that we made to these teams, try to make them better. So the Rams, we're putting them in the Kansas City's West Coast power run. Washington base 4-3. They haven't been doing well. These are their best schemes, their highest schemes, and the Kansas City Chiefs offense feeds the slot. So, we want to feed our slot wide receiver, which is Puka Nacua, of course. Play sheets they're using wide slot, run and shoot, and run stop. Pretty simple. Now, the big thing here is the Panthers and the playbook they're using on offense. So, Cleveland. Is it a good playbook? We just saw the Cleveland playbook with the Bears, beat the Eagles. Now we have it on the Panthers, a West Coast zone run. They're also in the Pittsburgh defense base 3-4, which we see work very well with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Play sheets, heavy eye, 4-2-5. Hey man, we're starting to get Bryce Young to play very well. He's been, dropping dimes, especially on the sidelines. So let's see what we got going on here. We got Ao Manor. He's going to be in the slot. And other than that, man, I think this Cleveland playbook might be pretty darn good, given what the Bears look like in it and what the Panthers are starting to look like in it. So tell me what you think. Maybe we'll switch to Cleveland. When everyone's using the same playbook, sometimes it's good to zig when everyone's zagging, or zag when everyone's zigging. Who knows? All right, thanks. Enjoy. Tell me what you think.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
His second year in the league certainly didn't go the way that he thought it would. In fact, a lot of whispers around the team and around the league that maybe he was not going to be the guy. Ended up getting benched. Took his time.
And right away, he lost the football. And it looks like the Rams might have it, and they do have it.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you, that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
So the Rams in great position here as they get things started. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
10 yards on the pickup.
The numbers for Puka a week ago. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's good for our Rams. First down.
Again, it's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Williams running left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Gain on the play. That's another Rams first down. First and goal.
Williams is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Panthers nothing.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he'll go out of bounds, but 10 yards inside of enemy territory at the 40. Great return.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. Now Young. Got a man, that's Liggett. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now here's Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jalen Coker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Here's Young. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Young. Oh, and that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal.
A 50-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. What a weekend it has been already around the NFL. We had 3 great games on Thanksgiving, another one Friday in Philadelphia, and it's all part of the NFL salute to the legendary John Madden. This week's slate of games known as the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend, and we at EA Sports salute the man we knew as coach, who brought so much to this great holiday, so many smiles with his love of family, his love of football, and we miss him, no doubt. Gone, but certainly never forgotten, John Madden. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Rams 1st down.
To throw is Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
Rams 1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down, Rams.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Stafford. This is caught. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
4 yards. That's another Rams.
Again, it's Stafford. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw. Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They snap it to Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Terrence Ferguson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Now the try here for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team.
Touchdown, Carolina! Chuba Hubbard, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have retaken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Rams offense and Puka Nacua ready to take over once more. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Following the interception, Young. That one complete to Ligon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake, Young. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Young to throw it. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
16 yards on the play. It's now
throwing, Young. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Ryan Fitzgerald on for the Panther field goal. A 35-yard.
And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Powers through it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. From the 25, here's second and 6.
Number 17, Devontae Adams. 4 yards on the pickup.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Rams are an extra point away from capturing the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A solid stiff arm. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. Second and 1. Right back to Hubbard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Byron Young, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Finding room in midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. Young takes it on the sneak. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he's going to have a Rams first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Gain of 12 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First down, Rams.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Here's Stafford. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Terrence Ferguson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. That one complete to Leggett. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Young to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Here's Young from the shotgun. Checks this down to Hubbard. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And he will find his man on the outside. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
It's 4th down.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Ryan Fitzgerald on for the field goal.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th floor studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
That's good for Rams. First down.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7. Now Stafford. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Bobby Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. They'll begin this series with a give to Hubbard. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Second and 5.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5
Young.
brings up
There's a short throw caught by Sanders. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Third down, Young from the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Young now. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. Into space at the 45. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Young. And incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. They'll throw again. Young. Pressure comes and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw, Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Bryce Young sacked by Jared Bryce.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Out of the gun, it's Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Young. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And it'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A big play there for Carolina. 51 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Young will set to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Xavier Legette taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only as they've upped their lead to 3.
Rams 28.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Rams offense and running back Kyron Williams getting ready for their next possession. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Stafford now to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. Throws left side, Atwell's got it. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Ferguson. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Give to Corum on the zone read. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Rams first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Corum. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. And it's caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Panthers 31.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. Across midfield, and all the way down to the 33-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Well, he shifts past him. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now here's Young. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Young takes it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Panthers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Bryce Young who finished things off with a touchdown run. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The LA offense ready for this next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now Stafford. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 28-yard.
Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw is Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Rams first down. It's a gain of 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Up the middle, here's Corum. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Now Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Stafford. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Now it's Stafford. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Rams first down. A gain of 12. First down.
Stafford now to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Rams first down. A gain of 7. First down, Rams.
And now the spike comes with 28 seconds left on the clock. The ball on the 16 for 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Corum. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
It's 3rd and 7.
On the ground, it's Jarquez Hunter.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. And the Panthers have won the football game.
So the Carolina Panthers get it done, winning 2 in a row now. They move to 4-9. This one was a shootout. Last game shut out the San Francisco 49ers 13-0. But a big one here against the Rams. Won this in real life. Now they won it again. Let's view this box score here. It's good to see the Rams get going on offense, but still not doing it on defense. 234 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, an interception, and a sack for Matthew Stafford. Kyron Williams, though, 19 carries, 128 yards, and a touchdown. Stafford had 2 rushing touchdowns. Okay. Puka, 6 for 76. Terrence Ferguson, 5 for 56 and 2. Atwell, 7 for 56. Adams, 5 for 29. Defensively, decent amount of sacks here. 2.5 for Byron Young, 2 for First, 1.5 for Kobe Turner, half for Puna Ford, but no interceptions. They just don't have a good, defensive backs. But in real life, they traded for Trent McDuffie, and they're trying to fix that. Bryce Young, 271 yards and a touchdown, 6 sacks, 19 for 24, almost an 80% completion percentage, 11.3 YPA is really good, a QB rating of 127.6. And then Chuba Hubbard, one of my favorites, 10 carries for 169 yards and a touchdown. Bryce Young also had a rushing touchdown. Leggett had a rushing touchdown. 3 little carries for Rico Daddle. Receiving, Xavier Leggett, 4 for 101. Is he starting to get a little bit better? Uh, Teteroa McMillan, 4 for 68. Sanders, 4 for 39. Chuba also had 5 for 39. And Coker, 2 for 24. I really like Coker in real life. Sacks, 1 sack for Bobby Brown III and an interception for Trayvon Moehrig. I think that's how you say his name. So look, they're on a bye here. Maybe they can get to 8-9. They got the Saints to finish the season. We'll see. Let's look at their stats. Bryce Young actually 3,200 yards passing, 14 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. I mean, it helps when you're playing from behind all the time. Wish he had more touchdowns. Chuba, since taking over as a full-time back, 128 carries, 759 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Bryce Young does have 364 yards and 4 touchdowns. Enrico Datto, I mean, he was averaging 5.6, but just for whatever reason, just weren't productive carries. Or it's just weird. Xavier Leggett is the leader in wide receiving yards with 880 and a touchdown. Teteroa McMillan, 64 catches for 821 yards and 4 touchdowns. Sanders, since taking over Tommy Tremble, has really stepped up his game. Chuba Hubbard also has 60 receptions for 423 yards and a touchdown. A.T. Perry and Coger can't really get these guys going. They keep going in and out of the lineup. Trayvon Wallace, 118 tackles. Scorton, 9 sacks. Princely, he has 4.5. Derek Brown has 3.5. Wanham, 3 sacks. We're missing a really key piece there on defense. Anyway, tell me what you think. Do you think the Cleveland Browns offense is good? West Coast zone run, Pittsburgh defense, base 3-4. And they might need some work on defense, but they don't have the players. So, all right, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed.